So tell us a bit about yourself then. How did you end up in sunny Manchester?
Well, I'm from Liverpool originally, and I went down south for a brief stint and then abroad and then came back home, like many people like to do these days, because there's quite a lot going on up here.
There certainly is, and most of it's going on in your world because your nomination was quite extraordinary. Mediacom North, largest billing media agency outside of London. Stop me if I'm wrong. No, it doesn't not. Okay, that's good. Research wasn't completely wasted then. 4 offices across Leeds, Birmingham, Manchester. You haven't got the Liverpool branch yet.
I'm working on it.
World domination, here she comes. 20-strong department with financial responsibility across Mediacom's offices in Birmingham, Leeds and Manchester. Since joining the team, you also have to sort out all the organic growths. Does that mean you have to use fertiliser and stuff?
Yeah, well, wine seems to be doing the trick today, so probably.
Good for you, woman after my own heart. Your career is quite extensive though, because I'm terrified now because anyone I ever might have worked for is on this list. So senior finance roles at MTV, 20th Century Fox, Liberty Media Group and the BBC. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming. Have a fantastic afternoon and the very best of luck.
Thank you. It's a fantastic event.
Now, unfortunately, our next nominee can't be with us, and as the presenter of a food and drink programme on a Thursday night on BBC Radio Stoke, also available on BBC Sounds, I'm obviously very disappointed by this because it was the food one. So Nisha Katona is the founder of Mowgli Street Food Restaurants, and in 2014, she had a bit of an obsession about building an eatery around the way that Indians eat at home and on the streets. She gave up a 20-year career as a barrister to build her restaurant empire. Less than a year later, I mean, that's quite extraordinary for a turnaround. This year, Nisha was recognised with an MBE in the 2019 New Year's Honours List for services to the food industry. She's a dedicated curry evangelist. I had to concentrate on that. And she's got hopes of growing the business even further. But I just have to read you some of her book titles because this woman is after my heart. So her first book that she published in 2015 was called Pimp My Rice, followed by The Spice Tree in 2017, and her most recent one, The Mowgli Cookbook, was published in April 2018, and she is our second nominee for the business category this afternoon. Dr. Shika is an award-winning entrepreneurial, I had a late night last night, who from small beginnings in 2002 decided that she wanted to make things better for patients. So obviously you make them better, but how do you make things better for them?
Well, changes were happening in the NHS. Doctors were getting frustrated. GP surgeries were struggling to survive. So we thought we needed to do something different. So we came up with solutions to support doctors and individual practices to take away the burden of the back office. So, doctors are trained to be carers, look after patients, provide wonderful care that we all need, but they were turning into administrators, doing a lot of paperwork, back office work, which is really a waste of highly skilled individuals. So we came up with solutions that took all that away in the back office, allowed surgeries to remain open, survive, small surgeries that patients value, and they have faith and trust and confidence in that style of care that they've been receiving in a very successful way. So over these last 17 years or so now, we have grown because that model works and it helps general practice to be the best that it possibly can. And so now we are working across 35 plus practices. Many doctors who might have retired or emigrated or done something different and left our amazing NHS are still working with us, and we're providing the best services we possibly can for about 140,000 patients.
Is it right if I tried to make an appointment with you, I'd have to wait a month?
Not in one of our surgeries.
Okay, well, I'll switch the microphone off because I've got this rash, right? Thank you very much. Very best of luck.
Thank you.